Hey everybody. A while back, a 17-year-old boy, a Christian boy, came up to me and asked me, or told me he was struggling with what it means to be a man. And he asked me, what exactly does that look like? I mean, he has a great father, he's seen great men, but he really was struggling with what does that mean for him? The only thing I can think of is living a life of virtue in Christ. Well, thinking about that, I mean, that was a very bland answer for him because we didn't have much time to talk. So that's why I'm going to do some videos about what virtue is. Now, the simplistic virtues are, honor, courage, compassion, respect, loyalty, honesty, what's this one I wrote down? Prudence. But the one I want to talk about today specifically is tact. The virtue of tact. Now, looking at a simple definition of tact, it's understanding that there's somebody else on the other side of the conversation. That means that the person has feelings, has thoughts, understanding, and might be completely different than you. Being tactful is having or acting with tact. I don't see this a lot nowadays. In our culture, we like to scream at each other about what we believe, back and forth, but we don't sit down and consider that the person on the other side of that conversation has feelings. The person on the other side of the conversation, is another human being who has their own worldviews, their own thoughts that might differ from yours. And honestly, just yelling at them, not having tact, not understanding that, is probably just going to drive them away. So, what I really want to discuss about tact, not just being empathetic and realizing that you're not always right, but moreover, reaching out and listening to the other person's side of the conversation. Now, what that other person has to say might be incorrect. It might be false. But that person still is... Yeah, my kids are trying to come out and bother me. I think they just locked me out of my own house. Nope, that's glass door. Hold on. That person's still a creation of God, just like you. They have just as much right to their opinion. They have as much right to what they believe as you do. Now, with tact, you can be confident in what you understand, and respectfully disagree or even agree with the other person. Most of the time, it's just simply finding common ground and then building a conversation on that. You don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to insult the other person. In fact, that would be the opposite of having tact. Many times we do this when we're trying to explain our side and get the other person to agree with us. We need to drop that and just present our information and just step back and realize that the person might not agree, but we're still all human, we're all fallible, and we should be able to walk away from the conversation and still be friends. Now, there's not always times you can do that, but with tact, you can at least walk away, even if you're not friends, that person, and say, hey, they were respectful, and I would be glad to sit down and have another conversation with them. In the future, I'm going to do some more of these videos about other virtues. If you have questions or you want a specific virtue revealed, that's the wrong word. You want me to discuss another virtue, just let me know. My email is ken.neary@yahoo.com. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful day.